Hello, everybody, and welcome to How Can I Build a Karatbars Business? And I've got Tammy Morrison down from Tennessee doing the presentation for me tonight. So if you are looking for a home-based business, if you are looking to start a business from home, then I can tell you now, after this presentation, you will have a vehicle that is going in the right direction. This vehicle is full of people, and I can tell you now, take notes. This is going to be a great presentation for you. And afterwards, I'll open it up for some Q&A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it over to Tammy. And Tammy does. I'm in the UK. I'm in the UK, and Tammy's out in the US. And this is the dedication that I've got from my team. And Tammy, I just wanted to say thank you so much because I know you're very busy to do these for me. I really appreciate that. So it's all yours, Tammy. Go for it.
All right, David. Or David, can you hear me? Hi, Cody.
Hi.
Yes. Welcome.
Can you hear me clear? David, can you hear me
You're
clear?
ready to go. All you, Tammy.
All
Ready
right.
to go. Yeah, go for it.
Thank you. All right, everyone. I want to welcome you to Karatbars. My name is Tammy Morrison. I live in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Many of the slides that you're going to see do deal with the U.S. dollar, but I promise you that if you are looking at these slides and you're seeing the U.S. dollar, it's happening in your currency as well. So what we're going to discover today is a global business that's changing the future of making money and bringing gold to the masses. Gold, one of my favorite things in the world. So this is why this company means so much to me, because in 2007 I made a decision because I'd been doing, different multi-level network marketing, blah blah kind of companies for so long, and some of them had worked out okay, and some of them were complete failures. So I said, somebody better bring me something that I cannot go down to Walmart and buy something kind of like it. So don't bring me a cell phone plan or any type of lotion, potion, pill, diet pill, face cream. I don't want anything, energy drink, anything like that. And so lo and behold, in 2010, a friend of mine called me and said, if I asked you to buy a gram of gold a month, would you? And I said, sure. And we didn't know anything at the time, with nothing but an Excel spreadsheet and a wish and a prayer and a bunch of fingers crossed. So, David, go ahead and start the next slide, please. I want you to consider these two questions. This is a $100 bill. Think of what it is in your currency, and do you think that's going to buy the same amount of goods and services that it does today a year from now? I can tell you guys, it doesn't buy the same thing it bought last month, let alone last year. And next year, definitely not. But will a gram of gold have the same purchasing power that it does today a year from now? Absolutely. Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking, now, a gram of gold, that's not very much gold. Well, it's not. But that is the beauty of this, is we make gold affordable to the masses. There's not a lot of people out there that want to go down, chunk down $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 for an ounce of gold, but they can buy it a gram at a time and create an income by using a system where the gold is actually free. Right there. So next slide. The definition of inflation is a steady rise in the level of prices related to an increased volume of available money and credit, resulting in a lost value of currency. I don't care what currency you're in. Every currency in the world that is not backed by gold, which I think is all of them, is a fiat-based currency, which means it's based on two things, debt and a promise, because the more debt your nation incurs, the more is actually worth something. So next slide. So you cannot outrun inflation with an income earned in a shrinking currency. The only time the US dollar was ever worth a dollar was back in 1913 when they created the Federal Reserve. And as you can see, 10 short years later, it was only worth about 50 cents. And then it's taken, a few little dips here and there, and then just completely plummeted out. In fact, today the dollar is worth about 2 cents from what it was worth in 1913. Next slide. So numbers don't lie. Since the depths of the Great Depression in 1932, the dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power. But on the other hand, gold has soared in value by more than 4,300%. History always repeats itself. So there's something that you can do to make sure that you're protecting your family and you're taking the money that you've accumulated and putting it into something that we'll talk about later, but called an appreciating asset. So next slide. All right, so look at this picture. Your grandfather buried $100,000 of money back in the backyard, and you went and dug it up. Well, guess what, guys? That only has about $2,000 in purchasing power today. But next slide. If your grandfather had the common sense to exchange that paper currency for gold and you dug it up today, it'd be worth over $4.4 million. So which one do you want? Something that's shrinking in currency, or do you want something that's going up in value? Because today most people rely on credit to live. Everyone's living in debt. I used to be the world's worst. I had 10 credit cards and they were all maxed out. And I can tell you that is no longer. I have 2 cards in my wallet. I have my Karatbars MasterCard, which is a prepaid debit card. It's how we get paid. And I have my credit union debit card as well. So I'm not incurring debt any longer. And with Karatbars, we're going to show you, as David said earlier, a vehicle where if you currently have debt, we can erase that debt for you by you and your efforts, you exposing people to this, you bringing people into the Karatbars system and doing them a favor and showing them what they can do and how to stop spending as much, start saving more. Because all we do in Karatbars is we make money and we save money. That's it. We don't do anything else. We make money and we save money. So when people ask me or say to me, I'm really not interested in that, I'm like, okay, but all we do is make money and save money. Which part are you not interested in? The making of the money or the saving of the money? There's not really an intelligent comeback to that. So next slide. The forecast for the future is uncertain. There's people all over the world concerned about the economy, but not as many as you'd think. You know, we would think that people that could, get on the internet or people that could watch the news would actually be concerned about the future. But there's quite a few people who have still a little bit to learn. And let's see what those people look like. There they are. They've got their head here about anything that's going on. They don't want to know about the International Monetary Fund that's going to be introducing a new currency that's going to replace the dollar as world reserve currency. They don't want to know about it. Our job as affiliates of Karatbars is very simple. We run around and we pull these people's heads out of the sand and we show them what's truly going on. So next slide. Ask people, do you have a plan to protect yourself, your family, and your assets? Would you like one? Would you like to know what to do and how to do it? Next slide. All right, the plan we have at Karatbars is really, really simple. Instead of living off credit or working a second job, we have to learn to do what the 1% of the people in the world do. And they create an appreciating asset that spins off passive residual income. Rich people do not get rich by working a job. Rich people get rich because they have appreciating assets and they're leveraged, which means they have, in some way, are getting some type of passive residual income, and not off of just their efforts, but off of the efforts of many, many people. And that's what we do here at Karatbars. Next slide. All right, so if you're ready to learn the truth about money, get outside that box that we've been stuck in our whole lives, go to school, get good grades, go to college, rack up a bunch of student loans that you got to pay back, and then go get you a job and sit in a cubicle or do whatever you do and work your job to pay off the student loans that it took to get the job. That's madness to me. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going to college. Nothing wrong at all. I think a college degree is very important. I make sure all of my children get a college degree. But it's time that we all start thinking outside the box that we've been taught to stay in. So next slide. All right, financial experts such as these, Mike Maloney, Robert Kiyosaki, Jim Sinclair, they are recommending, highly recommending, that you hold physical gold as a hedge against inflation. Less than 1% of Americans own physical gold. I don't know what the number is in every other country, but I can't think that it would be very, very high. Most people know very little about it, and they've only been taught to trust in the fiat money system. But that is about to change because I trust these guys. These guys are experts. If they're recommending that I do something, then I'm going to do it. My mom did not raise a fool. She said, find out what the rich people are doing and then go do more of that. And so that's what I'm doing with Karatbars. So next slide. All right, since 1971, gold has increased in value by more than 3,000%. 1971 was when the gold was taken off the dollar. It's quite surprising that gold has went up over 3,000%. So next slide. All right, so let's talk about the purchasing power of gold versus the dollar. Back in 1971, a gram of gold would have bought you 5 loaves of bread, and a dollar would have bought you 4 loaves of bread. So not much difference, a little bit of difference, but not much. But fast forward till today, and a gram of gold is going to buy you 25 loaves of bread because gold's buying power has actually increased over time, regardless of the fluctuating dollar prices. While that same dollar is going to buy you about 2 sandwiches with nothing on them, 4 slices of bread, and I think one of them is the end slice, which we throw away anyway, because the purchasing power of the US dollar has dramatically decreased during the last 40 plus years, or any currency that we have. So next slide. All right, so we're going to show you a way to acquire the very best quality of gold through a system instead of paying for it out of your own pocket. And guys, this just isn't any gold. It's 24 karat 999.9 fine, which is the most pure gold that you can possibly get. It comes from an LBMA, London Bullion Market Association refinery. It's on the good gold delivery list, meaning this is the only type of gold that banks and nations can settle debt amongst themselves. We have the best of the best. Many different types of golds and grades of gold, and people are always saying, oh, gold is gold. It's not. You got 10 karat gold, you got 14 karat gold, you got 24 karat gold, you have coins that are, some of it is gold and some of it is metal. We have the finest, purest gold available. So next slide. All right, so we have the recipe for success. We're going to show you how to leverage. Remember, rich people leverage. I don't care if you're rich right now or you're barely getting by right now. We're going to show you how to leverage yourself. And it's a proven, duplicatable 5-step system, and you can turn it into tremendously passive residual income. I've seen it happen with thousands of people. I wouldn't be on this webinar telling you something that I have not seen happen with my own eyes. So next slide. All right, so who are we? We're Karatbars International. We are based in Stuttgart, Germany, and registered as an e-commerce company. We're not an MLM. We're not a network marketing company. We are an e-commerce company, meaning all of our business is done online as far as when we exchange our dollars for gold. We do not sell gold. Karatbars does not sell gold. They just exchange your dollars for gold. Okay, we're a privately held company, 100% debt-free, and we specialize in the production and sale of 24 karat 999.9 fine LBMA, again, that good delivery gold, in 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram weights. Now, think about this for a second. If something were to happen to your currency and it goes even further down in value, or you have a reset, or you have a complete manipulation of the currency, what's going to be the only type of money in the world? It's going to be gold. That's why we sell this, or this is why we have you exchange your money for these small gram weights, 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram, because these are things that you can barter with. You're going to be able to barter with a gram of gold and get you some groceries. You're going to be able to barter with a gram of gold and fill your tank up with gas. So FedEx handles all of our deliveries worldwide. We have a contract with them that from the time it leaves Karatbars until it gets to your front door, it's completely insured. We do a 4-eye check on everything that goes out of the vault, and it's, we have this contract with them. And actually, I think we actually have a person in the office that works solely for FedEx. We have free and paid storage options available, and we're currently serving 123 countries and about to add a couple more. So I can't give those out quite yet, but we're about to add a couple more. So next slide. All right, this is Mr. Harold Seitz. I've had the pleasure of meeting him several times. Guys, he did not have to do this. He started thinking about this in 2008. He had a vision. He's worked as a financial in the sales and marketing of investment products for over 30 years, but he started thinking about this plan in early 2008, and he wanted to make it right. So he launched Karatbars in April of 2011. But the fact of the matter is he didn't have to do it because he was already financially set and well off. He wanted to do it because he's seen his parents go through a currency devaluation. He's heard stories of his grandparents going through a currency devaluation. And his goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current global system of debt. So next slide. So Karatbars is perfectly positioned. Next slide. I wish I could control these myself. We have an exciting new business model. We offer a free gold savings account to anyone 18 years of age or older. Yes, I said free. You do not have to come in and work the business if you don't want to. You can, because we're not an MLM company. You can, as a free affiliate, you can exchange your paper money for gold as little or as much as you want, and you never have to tell a soul about it. But I promise you, once you get some of that gold in your hand, you're not going to be able to stop talking about it. You're going to be showing it off at the bank. You're going to be showing it off at church. You're going to be showing it off to all your friends how to get some. So then it might be time to start thinking about really working the business. You also get a free website and web-based software tools that are used to maintain your account. It's just like having a banking account, although it's not a banking account. It's just like having a banking account where you log into your bank and maybe you move some money out of your deposit, out of your savings account into your checking account, or vice versa. It's just like that. So next slide. All right, so these are our three products, our 1 gram and 5 grams. Each bears an authenticity stamp from an LBMA accredited refinery. The Karatbars name is etched onto the back of the bullion, which is a security feature in itself, and a warranty certification stamp appears on the back of the card. It's enclosed in a plastic UV protective film that you cannot damage. You can boil it, you can freeze it, you're gonna run over it with your car, you can't hurt it. That's what's so wonderful about this is when we were outsourcing our lamination back in July of 2013, and guys, I'm going to tell you this. And next webinar, remind me, David, to see if I can find some of those old cards. When we first started Karatbars, our cards were robin's egg blue and pink. And we had the ugliest MasterCard you've ever seen. It is amazing how far we've come. In 2013, I also have one of these, the lamination company that we were using. The lamination was peeling off and the grams of gold were coming out. Replaced all those. I held on to mine because now I can show you a blue card. I can show you a one that wasn't quite right, and then I can show you this absolutely perfect, beautiful card. So next slide, please. And now this great news that we just had come out quite a few weeks ago is our exclusive gold safety system. It's supposed to be safety, but it's safety. It's secure against forgery, and it's only offered by Karatbars. We now dip our gold into a DNA bath, which creates genetic markers and DNA markers onto the gold itself. And so anybody can use a black light and prove the authenticity of the gold. We used to have a hologram on the card, and there were only 2 or 3 other companies that actually had that hologram. And their gold was anywhere from $5 to $20 more expensive per gram than ours was. And they had a minimum that you had to buy, or the shipping charges were crazy, or you could store it, but you had to pay insurance on it, or they charged for storage. So we were still the best even then. And none of those companies have any type of whatsoever. But now we went to the very next level. And our gold is the safest gold on the planet. You never have to worry about the authenticity of the gold. All right, so exchanging your declining paper currency, I don't care what currency it is in the world, it's declining. Into gold preserves the value of your money. You're taking that funny money out of your left-hand pocket, and you're actually exchanging it for gold, and gold is real money. It has been since the beginning of time, and it will be till the end of time. We promote saving money, not spending money. All right, so when it's time, if you ever decide, I'm never going to do this, but if you decide that you want to exchange your gold back into a currency or use goods and services, we're going to be expanding worldwide in 2015 what we call our K exchange centers. There are quite a few in Europe already, but when you walk into a store, you'll see Visa, MasterCard, American Express. You'll start seeing K exchange more and more. And this is going to truly put us on the map of the world. And right now, with this company, you have to think about timing, okay? When we look at how many people we actually have in Karatbars, we're looking at about maybe 270,000 people. But you have to think about this. Many of those joined back in 2010, 2011, didn't have any of these other things. They didn't get the memo about the dual system. They didn't get the memo that the pay plan had changed. I actually walked away from Karatbars in 2011 when we opened because we only had the unilevel plan in place, and I built deep, not wide, and my first paycheck was $34. So I had to walk away. I'm off a family. I've got a husband that has, owned his own business. I've actually retired him at the age of 42. But he it wasn't enough money to support our entire household. So I had to end up going back to work. I went through some very rough financial times because, I was geographically downsized from a bank that could not fail that got bailed out in 2008, even though I was the top producer in the company. And so when I went back to get a job, there wasn't anything available in my field. So I had to take a job that was, making much, much less than what I was used to making. And I really don't live an extravagant lifestyle. I live in the same house I've lived in for 14 years. I drive a used car. I'm one of those penny pinchers. I like to save my money, but now I save my money in gold. So, and that's why when these K exchange centers open, it's really going to expand, and you're going to think back to June 2nd and go, wait a minute, on June 2nd, I heard something about this K exchange. What was it? Oh, it was that girl that talks funny from Tennessee. She was telling me about it. Why didn't I get involved then? Guys, let this be your Microsoft moment because our business is so small right now. Out of those 270,000 affiliates that we have, I would say that maybe half of them are actually active in the company, simply because the other ones created a Karatbars only email and never did anything. They never took action. I did not take action until July of 2013, and that's when Karatbars finally started getting on the map, guys. And I'm telling you, we're growing at an alarming rate. It's amazing how fast we're growing. So don't let this moment pass you by. There are moments that come along once, maybe twice in your lifetime. Don't let it pass you by. So next slide. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about the affiliate rewards program, how this works. Just keep popping through here, Dave. All right, we're rewarded for marketing. We're not salespeople. We're not investment or tax advisors. All sales are made by and through Karatbars International online. We earn referral rewards each day in real time. We're paid weekly and monthly as a result of customers acquiring gold, new affiliates acquiring a business package, or when affiliates on your team acquire gold for themselves. So how are we paid? We have our own Karatbars MasterCard. Look at that. It says MasterCard. It's got Karatbars on it, not once, but twice. I don't know of another MLM or network marketing company that has their own branded MasterCard. Again, we're not an MLM or network marketing, but we sure do have a lot of similarities, but we've got a lot of differences as well. I don't know of an e-commerce company that has their own branded MasterCard, but it's voted 2013 Best Card Design of the Year by MasterCard Europe. You can use it to move money anywhere MasterCard is accepted. Commissions are transferred onto your MasterCard every Friday morning like clockwork, unless it's a holiday and they tell us ahead of time, and usually they pay us a day early. It also gets loaded again on the first business day of the month for your unilevel commissions. It's a very convenient way to receive and move money and an easy and discreet way to exchange any currency in the world into gold. So next slide. All right, and I swear I need to change this slide. This is our incentive and rewards page, and the first three have actually been replaced by gold. Okay, instead of giving you the gold iPhone, you're going to get €850 worth of gold. Think about that. You can go down and get a gold iPhone at your local phone store, whatever you use, and if your contract's up, you can get it for free. It's not right here next to me. The trip to Dubai is, I don't know the exact dollar or euro number of gold, and then there's the mega trip, but the fourth one is where the prizes start. We have a Rolex, and then we have a deluxe or a standard car, a deluxe car, a luxury sports car, and a luxury villa. Here's the key to all this. There are many car programs out there in other companies, and when you qualify for the car program, they're going to send you $400 or $500, $600 a month to go lease you a vehicle. When you win a car with Karatbars, keys, title, everything, it's your car. When you win a villa, it's your villa. You're not renting it. You can build it yourself. You have the keys to it. You got the title, the deed, everything to that. Now, how does this work? In our unilevel system, every person that you personally sponsor goes into your unilevel system. So if you personally sponsor 2 people, you'll have 2 teams in the unilevel system. If you personally sponsor 20 people, you'll have 20 teams. If you personally sponsor 100 people, you'll have 100 teams. We have people that have sponsored hundreds and hundreds of people. As those people acquire gold, that gold is going to be put into your back office under the commissions tab under incentives. And you're going to see each Karatbars is going to take out the team that buys the most gold, which that could change in any given month, and they're going to count up all the other legs or all the other teams, how much gold is purchased. When you get to a certain level, then you win the prize. I won the Rolex. I actually won it in May. I won days after our freedom celebration in May of 2014, but we wait for the big prizes to be presented at our next freedom celebrations. I actually had to wait till November to get that, and I'm getting close to that first car. But you know what, guys? I've been thinking about it. Is why would I take a car if I had the option of taking gold? Because I already have a car. But if I took the car, I'm taking a depreciating asset. But if they would let me take the gold instead, then I have an appreciating asset. So I don't even think I'm going to take the car until maybe I get to the luxury sports car. So we'll take that one in the villa, but the other ones I'm taking in gold. But I had to have the Rolex to give to my husband. So next slide. All right, so pay plan. Next. We have two different pay plans. It's a dual system pay plan. The first one is the unilevel, which we talked about. It's direct. Anyone that you personally sponsor and their personal referrals show there. No purchase is necessary to earn a monthly payout. Yes, you heard me right. You do not have to exchange any dollars for gold. You just have to tell others about it, and they exchange their dollars for gold, and you can actually make a small income doing that. Is it life-changing money? No. It's a thank you for telling people about Karatbars. But if you want to truly change your life like mine has changed, if you want to go from not knowing how you're going to tell your kids that you're 4 days away from losing your home, to being able to work from home in my pajamas if I want to be able to be at home every night with my take vacations that I never thought I could take, and to be able to help other people. I'm on the board of directors at an orphanage in Uganda, and we've done some amazing things with this orphanage, and I'm going to continue to do that. Helping people that I know, and just making sure that the people around me, my family, my friends, are taken care of. And that's what's most important to me, because it's not about how much money you make. It's about what do you do with the money. So when you come into the system, you have a left team and a right team. Okay, you can get referrals from above. This is what we call spillover. If you have someone above you that's a firecracker and they're putting people in left and right, they got to go somewhere. It's a possibility that some of those people could fall into your team. All unilevel members plus their referrals are placed by those above you or in your dual team system. In order to participate in the dual team system, you must purchase a business package. It is a one-time purchase. It is not something that you have to pay monthly, quarterly, or yearly. You pay it one time, a one-time payment for your business package. We have bronze, silver, gold, or VIP, and we'll go over those on I think it's the next slide. Go to the next one, David. Oh, no, we're going to talk about team unit payouts. Let's go forward one slide. One more. All right, I'm gonna skip that other slide altogether. So this is how our system works. First of all, you want to register online to create your free Karatbars affiliate account. There's no logical reason not to. You want to get positioned. Maybe today you're not ready to really delve into this business. It's okay. Once you register, you're there. You don't ever leave. I have people that have been in since 2010. They're still there. They just haven't done anything. Then you want to acquire a business package. Choose how much money you want to make. Do I want to come in at the entry level and make, a little bit of money, or do I want to come in and blow this up as a VIP and make the most amount of money that I can? So you want to figure out where you want to be. And yes, you can come in and upgrade at any time just by paying the difference. You're going to upload your KYC documents. Now, what KYC means is it's an international law that we have to abide by. We have to know our customer. So we need a copy, a very clear copy, color copy of your driver's license or passport that shows your birth date and your picture. We need to know that you are who you say you are. And then we also need some type of bill that was mailed to your house, because we're going to be mailing through FedEx gold to your house. So we want to make sure that the address that you put in the back office matches the address where you actually live. And then once you choose your business package, a bronze is about 105, a silver is 301, a gold 673, VIP 1717. I'm not even going to talk about the exclusive VIP. The bronze, we get paid two different ways. A direct commission, that when you personally sponsor someone into the business and they purchase a business package, you get a direct commission. And then we also have what's called a cycle bonus. Every time that someone purchases anything in the back office, whatever it is, whether it be a gram of gold, a business package, a t-shirt, a watch, Karatbar champagne, and we have all of our own branded stuff. There are units attached to that, but for the sake of the presentation, let's stick to packages. Let's say someone purchases a bronze package. That's worth 5 units. Silver is 20, gold is 50, and VIP is 100. So those units accumulate on each of your legs. Once you reach 25 units on one team and 50 units on the other team, it creates a cycle or a team unit payout. As a bronze, you're going to earn 5% direct commission and €10. As a silver, 10% and €40 per cycle. As a gold, 15% direct commission and €60 per cycle. And as a VIP, 20% direct commission and €80 per cycle. So let's break this down and let me give you a real world example. Let's say that you came in at silver, $301. Okay, let's say $300 just for sake of the fact that I'm not really that good at math. But then you showed this to two people who really get it and bought our most popular package. Bronze is our least popular. VIP is by far our most popular package. Silver and gold are somewhere, in the middle. But they get it and they see this is not a lotion or potion or pill. This is something everybody needs. And only 1% of the world has it. So the other 99% are all people I need to be talking to. So they come in as VIPs. Well, you're a silver, so you're going to earn 10% of each of their packages. It's 170 and 170 is $340. You're already $40 to the good, and all you did was introduce it to two people who bought the most popular package. But then, not only that, is it created 100 units on one side and 100 units on the other side. Remember, it takes 25 and 50 to cycle, so the system will automatically, in real time, take 50 and 25 and 50 and 25, leaving you with 50 units on one side, and it will create 2 cycle payments, which is another €80. So another $90. So you're way in the good, and all you did was tell two people. Here's where it's cool, is those units that are over there, in most comp plans, those units disappear after the pay period's over. With Karatbars, we don't do that. Those units stay there till infinity, until you create enough units on the other side to create another team cycle or team unit payout or cycle, or however you want to call it. Also, anytime that you people in too, well, they're going to get the direct commission, but guess what? The units are going to roll up to you. I don't care if the person is 300-400 levels down from you and they buy a VIP package, you're going to get 100 units. And everybody in between you and that person that has a business package gets the units. And that's why I recommend that people get in and go ahead and get your business package so you do not miss out on those units. Then you want to start exchanging your paper money into gold. We suggest a gram a week for 12 weeks. We know not everybody can do that. But think about this. If you were that silver that brought in those 2 VIPs, you're already in the money. You've already got that money that's going to be loaded onto your Karatbars MasterCard, so you don't have to pay for your gold out of your pocket. You pay for it out of your efforts that come loaded onto your Karatbars MasterCard. And remember, you're not buying a depreciating asset. You're simply exchanging paper money for real money. And then step 5, you want to find 2 or more. Like I said before, people have found hundreds that want to follow the system and do what you just did. So next slide. So what do you need to do right now? If you like what you heard, I want you to get back to the person that invited you to this hangout and let them know I'm ready to get started. And you want to register for free on their website. There's no good reason not to get a free account. It's free. Somebody giving away something free, I'm going to take it, right? And then maybe you're not ready. Maybe you need more information, and that's okay. Do your due diligence. Find out what others are doing. You know, visit some websites. Look around. You want to acquire a business package. It's the key to the vault that opens the door to the dual system. The dual system can change your life. It's changed thousands and thousands of people's lives, and it can change yours too, but you have to let it. And then you want to exchange your money into gold. Do it at your own pace. There's no requirements in Karatbars. It's not like we say, you better save $60 a week in gold. It's not like that at all. Well, you do it when you're comfortable with it. That's what's so great about this. And then refer 2 or more affiliates. Ask them if they like gold. My favorite question to ask people is this. If I had a safe, it was in my car, and I was going to give it to you, but I told you couldn't open it for 10 years, would you want me to fill it with $100,000 worth of cash or $100,000 worth of gold? Not one person has ever said cash. Everybody says gold, unless they've been living under a rock, but I haven't met any of those people yet. When they say gold, I say, great. What if I could show you a business where you can acquire the best quality gold available and get paid to do it? And then we want to invite them. Become a professional inviter. Invite people to our webinars. We have webinars twice a day, every day. You'd have to convert this into your time, but it's 12 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern. I think, what did we say? I think it's the 12 p.m. Eastern is best for you guys. I think you're 7 hours ahead of me, something like that. But it's at karatbarswebinar.com. We have different presenters. We do them 7 days a week, twice a day. At 12 noon Eastern time in the U.S. and 9 p.m. Eastern time, but I think the 12 noon Eastern would be the best bet for you guys. So, next slide. All right, this plan works if you team up with 2 or more and everyone does the same thing. We're all working together as a team. That's what I want you guys to know about this, is when you join us on this team, you are never alone. We are a phone call, a Skype call, a Facebook message, or an email away. We're here for you because we support each and every person that comes. Okay? We want you to get paid every Friday morning. We want this for you. So next slide. So this is the awesome vehicle that David was talking about. It's going to take you where you've always wanted to go. And, you know, I'm on board. Actually, I'm piloting this baby. So get on board and fly with me and come come learn more about Karatbars. It's free. Go ahead and get back to the person. Reserve your seat today. And I want to thank you all for that. David, I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Tammy, thank you so much. Hey, Cody, man, how are you doing? I see you also on the webinar. Great, man, great. Well, I've got a few questions. Tammy, maybe you can help me get some answered.
Okay.
First question is what is the best package to go for? That was one of the questions, and if they can't go for the VIP straight away, what would you suggest?
It just depends. Whatever you're comfortable with, you know. It's not like I tell people, you know, if you can come in as a silver, the only package I don't recommend is the bronze, because you have to work twice as hard or 4 times as hard to make the same amount of money. So the difference in the cost between the bronze and the silver is $200. Okay, there's something in your house worth $200 that you can sell. Sell your TV, because I have not watched TV in almost 2 years. I've watched maybe one movie. I'll watch a couple of minutes of something, but when you come into Karatbars, you truly get that fever, you know. And the thing about the silver package is, not only are you earning 4 times the money on the cycle payouts, but you're also getting a gram of gold that's worth around 6 in your packet. You're getting more bonus cards, which bonus cards are good for discounts on gold and also discounts on the VIP package. And you can also pre-card. Now, I say this all the time, and the only thing you need, 3 things you need to work this business, is a gram of gold, a Karatbars MasterCard, and your mouth, okay? And tell people about it. Don't be the person that keeps this to themselves and decides, I'm going to keep this to myself and I'm not going to tell anybody about it. Everybody in the world needs to know about Karatbars. And if you don't tell them, somebody else is. I was at a meeting last night in Cookeville, Tennessee, and it is a true story that I could swing a dead cat around the whole city of Hendersonville, Tennessee, and I could not hit another Karatbars affiliate. And now I can't walk into a store without somebody going, woohoo, Karatbars! I can't sit down to dinner. And guess what? I didn't tell them. I'm so mad at myself because I was being a secret agent. I was here at home working, and I was being a secret agent. Don't be a secret agent. Tell everybody you know. You're going to get a lot of people say no, and that's okay. Go for no, because every no gets you closer to a yes. But when they say no, think in your mind, okay? They just said no to something that can absolutely change their life. This could be the best opportunity in the world, and they just said no to it. And then you chuckle a little bit inside, and you walk on to the next person.
Thanks, Tammy. That's answered that question. Cody, oh man, do you want to come and say something to the guests on the call?
Yeah, sure.
Please, man.
Sure. Hey, everybody. My name is Cody Ash. For those of you who do not know me, I graduated with a degree in computer technology and network administration, and I'm here in some. There we go. Let's see if I can. I need to get a headset myself. So, but anyway, no, that's what I used to do for a living, and I realized a long time ago that it was a dire necessity that I start protecting my wealth. And if you look around you, there is the BRICS Bank, BRICS. That stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, I believe. And what they have done is that they have created a bank to circumvent the United States dollar. And you can Google that. There is so much stuff that's going on around us right now for me to sit by idle and pretend that it's not going on would just be pure neglect for my family and I and friends. It's every smiling face you see outside that they go to work, they come home, they feed their kids, they eat dinner themselves, they go to bed, wake up and do it all over again. These, there's, most people are so busy with celebrities and what else is, what's popular and, sports teams to really know what's going on in the world around us. I mean, we've got some really big issues that we all face. Every one of us face, and this is global because whenever the economy gets brought down, whenever the dollar collapses, it's not going to bring down just the United States. It's going to bring down the world. The world is going to come down with it. Because whenever we can't pay our bills, China and everybody else can't pay their bills either. And, well, I think we all know what happens if you were to try to fund debt with debt. How long do you think you're going to stay with any kind of money in the bank? I mean, it's silly. It's like paying your mortgage with a credit card. Yeah, exactly. So, guys, I really strongly urge you to Google BRICS Bank, Google the IMF. Take a look at what's going on around you. Karatbars is the best opportunity in the world, I believe, today. And the reason why is because not only are we able to protect ourselves, but for the people that also make an income, you get it pretty much what happens is that the income that you make off of Karatbars ends up paying for your gold, which is then free. So you don't ever pay for it. That's just an amazing, amazing concept altogether. And I'm blessed to be a part of this company. I've met the leadership. I've been down to Atlanta. I've been to Las Vegas at the Las Vegas Freedom Celebration, and hung out with Miss Tammy Morrison sitting here on the call, and Cheryl Ann, and Rashard Duncan, and just all of the Karatbars leaders. And I have to tell you, I've never felt so part of a family with Karatbars than I ever did with any other job I've ever had. And so that let me know that I'm at the right place at the right time. And of course, naturally, with everything going on, yeah, it's definitely a no-brainer. So yeah, but thank you very much for that presentation, Tammy. You're awesome. That was a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Cody.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Thanks, Tammy. I appreciate you guys, what you do for me and for my team. I really do. And if any of your viewers are watching this, get yourself a free account. Get back to the person that introduced you on the call, and get started. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a wrap.
Hey, you know what, David? I want to pop in and say one last thing and stuff to our audience. I'd like to say that, you know, whenever if you were to look at a sports team and, you know, any football team, you don't see that team waiting up until the last day right before the big game to practice. You know, they're practicing long ahead of time. So we suggest you do the same thing. Don't wait. This is not something you should wait on. So that's it, guys.
I'll leave you to end the call tonight.
Who, me or Cody?
Yeah, you can end it. Tammy, you can end it. Yeah.
All right, guys. I will tell you one thing. When I was presented with this opportunity in 2010, I was very excited, and I worked very, very hard for a year, and I built a tremendous organization, and the pay plan wasn't there, so I had to leave. And when I got the call to come back in June of 2013, I said no. And had I not had someone that was my sponsor that didn't take no for an answer, thank goodness she didn't take no for an answer, I would not be anywhere near where I am in my life right now. So don't say no. And if you're not quite sure, do me a favor and say maybe. But go ahead and get your free account. Okay, because it's not going to cost you anything to do that. Say maybe. Learn all you can about Karatbars. And then I promise you, at some point, you're going to say yes. And you're going to be unbelievably blessed by the company, by the people you get to work with. You get to work with us. I mean, come on. We're great people. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of the day. Have a great rest of the week. And or the evening for you. It's daytime for me, evening for you. And join me next Tuesday if you get a chance. Well, actually, we do the same webinar, so don't do that. It would be pointless for you to do that. But join one of our webinars. You guys are, it's 6 hours difference, David, right? You're 6 hours ahead? Okay, so every day at 6 p.m. your webinar. It's at karatbarswebinar.com. We have different presenters every day, and you can learn something new from each one of them. So if you just want to dip your toe in the water a little bit and watch, you know, get your free account, do that, and then watch a couple of the webinars, because somebody's going to say something that's going to make sense to you if I haven't made sense to you. So, you know, with that being said, have a great evening, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Wrap it up.